What's up, Couch Hustler? Let me see, I'm gonna scoot this seat back a little bit because I feel like I'm way too close to this camera. Here we go, perfect. So, day 2 of sober. What have I experienced? Well, I drink every day probably for the last 90 days, if it wasn't a beer, or sometimes I would just go straight to the hard alcohol vodka. Tito's was my choice of vodka. I guess supposedly because it's less than sugar, but I don't know. I still feel that I was still gaining weight. Maybe it's because of eating habits. Whenever you drink alcohol, you start not caring later on. I don't know. I've always kind of been disciplined when it comes to eating, but I'd still eat late or whatever. I would always eat, not care as much, and just a little lazier on my discipline for eating habits. But day 2 sober, no alcohol. I would say the hardest thing of yesterday for me was the evening time, right? At night, I always have a hard time because I don't have a lot going on towards the end of the day. My day's probably usually over about noon to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I usually pick up my kids from school, and after that, I really don't got a whole lot going on. So people that do have regular jobs and are working, it's probably a little easier because you're keeping occupied. If you didn't hit the gym or don't have the time to hit the gym in the morning, but you can hit the gym in the evening, that'll probably help out a lot. But if you're like myself and you just had a lot of free time from after noon to 1 to the end of the day, you're going to pick up some habits. And that's usually what was hardest for me. So even yesterday, I hate sitting down watching movies sometimes, but, I don't mind it all the time, but, just like on a daily basis of just sitting down and watching movies, I hate doing that. And I kind of did that yesterday because I didn't want to go to the bar and have a drink, right? Or have a beer at home or whatever. And I have alcohol here. I have beer here. I have vodka here. I didn't want to throw it out. I figured I could just be disciplined enough to do it. But that's probably the hardest part, is that pattern, right? Every day of doing that same thing. So every day you come home and have a beer, drink some alcohol, or every day you're drinking. Either just because of boredom, or you just didn't have nothing to do, or it's just a pattern that you set yourself up with every day, right? So yesterday was, day 2, I guess, or day 1 of, having to deal with that. And we'll see what happens today, right? Every day is another day. Just, I guess, try to keep busy. Do I feel better? I mean, I've been working out a lot more. Sometimes I've been in a little argument with my girlfriend here at the home in the last couple days, so sometimes I work out a little harder when that happens, but we're getting over that already. That headache will go away soon. It's just a little argument we had, but we'll be all right. But I've been working out. I got up today about 4:30, worked out, and man, that Planet Fitness gym is getting really packed. So I'm probably gonna stop going there and just find another gym to go to, because it's super packed at 4:30 in the morning. It makes it hard to get into certain systems and machines that you want to use. So, but it's now 8 o'clock, got coffee in my system, and trying to keep it sober, right? See what I can do. Now, some people say that I didn't have a problem with alcohol, that maybe it didn't affect me in other ways of life, but I think it did. When I have to drink every day, I mean, I didn't have to drink. I drank out of boredom, right? I drink out of boredom every day because I wanted to just do something. I didn't want to sit around and keep my mind occupied. So that's why I drank alcohol, right? I don't think it affected me in business wise, because I don't deal with people daily. I mean, I do deal with people daily, right? But it's not like that kind of business. I sell houses. So my houses are for sale. I buy houses, I sell houses. It doesn't really affect me because I do set up appointments for a lot of my showings, and I set up appointments for a lot of my or questions people have on the phone. So it's not like I would go to work under the influence, or have to be under the influence to go to work. My drinking mostly just came just from boredom of being at home and not doing nothing, not having nothing to do. I just sat around and we just didn't do much. So I don't know. I guess I just have to occupy my time more. Maybe that will help. We'll see. I mean, I don't know how many times I can go to the gym. I go to the gym so much. I go to the gym in the morning, afternoon. I guess I could just continue to do that. And it does help out, maybe more in the beginning of trying to keep occupied. But, you can only go to the gym so much. So, trying to do it, see how many days. Last time I did this, I did it for about 2 months. It was, if you go back to some of my YouTube videos or Instagram, I did it. I started, let's say, May, June, July. Yeah, June, July, I didn't drink at all. Not a drop. and I went 2 months sober. I would say by August, September, I started drinking again because of boredom again. It was my birthday. I think I gave in July 28th, which was my birthday. And one of my closest friends, we both kind of share the same birthday date. And, we went and started drinking. And then after that, I just went back into the schedule of drinking every day. So it'd start with beers. Then it goes to the harder alcohol because I enjoy harder alcohol and rather than beer. But, it's not like I had to have it. It's not like my body needed it. It was just straight boredom. Like my mind was just bored. Like I just wanted booze just to occupy my mind. I'm not a big cannabis guy. I used to be when I was a kid, but I don't like cannabis. That's probably the healthier choice to go. But I just didn't go with cannabis. I went with booze. And booze has always been my thing for the last, I don't know, let's say 5 years for sure. So we'll see if I can keep the bottle out of my face and trying to do it, stay positive and, continue to hustle. I'm always hustling. No matter what, I'm always going to be working and doing whatever. But, it's always nice to be able to stay dry, I guess you would say, for a while. But, let's see if we can get sober. Let's try it. Day 2, hey, I'm just a normal dude trying to do it. If you're out there trying to do it, try your best. For me, coffee helps a lot. Gym helps a lot. But it really comes down to just occupying your time. I have a lot of free time. And it's because of my job. If you have a regular job, 9 to 5 or whatever, that's probably where it affects you, or it doesn't affect you because you keep occupied by doing that. And then if you have kids, then you have to take care of the kids afterwards. But shoot, at home, you can take care of kids and drink. That's one thing I used to love to do was barbecue and drink, man. I'd sit there and drink beer and barbecue, and that's how it all starts. I'd start with like 2 beers, feeling good, and then I have these little the little travel size vodkas are the ones you get in the hotel room. I love those little vodka bottles. I just shoot those ice cold. It just got me. So, I've done this transition before. Like I said, 5 days and you're completely sober, and there's no sober after sober. So that's it. I mean, you just got to get that alcohol out of your system, and it takes about 5 days to do it. I'm since Mother's Day, we're going on 3 days now. So I should have alcohol out of my system in the next couple days, and just try to keep it going from there and try to keep occupied even when I get bored and see if I could stay off the, at least beer or hard alcohol and whatnot. But we'll see what's going down. Always hustling. And good luck to you out there. Maybe if you need to have somebody to talk to, that's probably to keep you with accountability. I guess that helps out a lot, I don't know. Sometimes I've always just kind of kept things to myself. I never really had somebody be accountable like that with, but or I never tried to do that with somebody, I should say. Not that I didn't have anybody, but I'm just very in my own world sometimes when it comes to certain things, and I think that's why I just don't, talk to people about things like that. But everybody's a little different. So always stay hustling. That's the best thing, no matter what. I'm looking to sell some houses and sell some other stuff that I got and maybe buy some more real estate. But always stay hustling no matter what, even if you got a little bit of issue with alcohol and you're trying to just wing it and get it out of your system day by day. But try to always remember you got to make money. So, whatever it is you do out there, keep on grinding and stay strong. Always hustling, the Couch Hustler. Have a great day. I know.